What we've got here is a PRS Silver Sky SE in dragon fruit. The body is made of poplar. The neck is a 25.5-inch scale maple neck with rosewood fingerboard. It has the small birds inlay and the signature SE headstock. It's a bolt-on style guitar. It has a 2-point steel tremolo. The tuners are vintage style. The hardware type is nickel. It has a synthetic bone nut. The electronics are a 635 JMS single coil. JM stands for John Mayer. These are his signature style pickups. It has a volume and 2-tone controls with 5-way blade pickup switch. This is an awesome guitar. A really awesome guitar. Today I'll be playing through my brand new Boss Next Tone Special using all the onboard effects and boosts. Hello, welcome to the Effects Loop, and I am your host, Byrne. Today we are talking about another guitar. So I bought yet another guitar, but I lost a couple of guitars in the process, and I talked about that in my last video. However, what I did end up buying, you've obviously seen it already, was a PRS Silver Sky SE, not the core version because I am not rich and I don't have $3,000, but I bought the SE. So what led me to this decision? Why did I buy another Strat style guitar, S style guitar? Well, I'm not allowed to say Strat, S style guitar. Well, I realized I play my Strat a lot. I had a classic Vibe 50 Stratocaster, and I played it a lot, and I liked that guitar. It was a bit heavy, and I didn't love the pickups, but I liked playing it. It was a comfortable guitar to play, and I found myself, I don't know, just enjoying Strats more than I used to. I was never a Strat guy. I want a good Strat, and I was thinking about Fender Players and stuff like that. I've been doing a lot of research, like a ton of research on Strat style guitars in general, and it turns out that literally for under $1,000 the best thing that you can get is this PRS Silver Sky SE. I mean, these things get amazing reviews. Like, the pickups are good, the necks are good, I mean, you know, everything about them is up to par, is really good. So, yeah, you know what? Just veering off for a second. If you hear some noise, it's been hotter lately. We've been getting warmer weather, and I have to keep my window open. But of course, today is garbage day, and the garbage trucks are just going to hang out in the street for like 2 hours now. So yeah, these Silver Skies get amazing reviews, and honestly was not a huge fan of John Mayer. I've got nothing against him. I just wasn't really a fan of John Mayer. I didn't know too much about John Mayer, and this is a John Mayer Signature Series guitar. So I actually went out and bought some John Mayer albums because I figured, you know, if I'm going to own a John Mayer guitar, I should probably maybe listen to some of his music and see if I actually dig it. And I do. I actually really prefer the John Mayer Trio to like the live John Mayer Trio to some of his albums. But he's got some great stuff. The Continuum album is really good, and I really enjoy that. I haven't gotten past that one yet. I'm only for the first couple, but and you know, this thing is great. This thing feels good. It plays good. It's awesome. It comes with the tremolo decked, so because I mean, I guess that's the way John Mayer plays it, and it's his signature guitar. That's the way they set it up. I don't really float a tremolo, so I you know, just loosened it up and tweaked it and got it set up pretty good. I went with this color because I got a really good deal on this color. I don't know if this color wasn't selling as well, but it's actually a really cool color. Not sure if the camera really does it justice, but in person, it's not pink. It's like this weird burgundy. It's almost like, I don't know, my daughter says it looks like chocolate milk, which is weird. But if you look at it, you can kind of see that brownish color to it. The neck is this really nice, like, satiny neck. It's just like a satin finish, and it's super comfortable. And the fretwork on this thing was impeccable out of the box. I actually didn't get, I bought it at a store, and I bought it off the wall, but I mean, like, they didn't do too much to it before they hung it up on the wall. And the fretwork is like, is freaking gorgeous on this thing. This thing feels and plays great. It's got an 8.5 radius, okay? Which is not quite vintage. Vintage is more like 7.25. And then most modern standard Fenders are 9.5. So it's somewhere between the vintage radius and a modern standard Fender. I find this radius very comfortable. And nothing is fretting out. And the factory setup for the pickups is perfect in my mind. Like, these pickups are amazing. Like, that's what makes this stand out a lot to me, is the pickups in the guitar are incredible. They sound amazing. I guess they're styled after John Mayer's 63 and 64, like a 63 or 64 Strat, maybe both. I don't know. They're kind of a blend between a 63 and a 64 Strat. And I gotta tell you, these are the strattiest non-Strat pickups I've ever heard. But they sound great. The bridge is, it's not, but it doesn't have that super bite high end that you get from a lot of like Strat style guitars. And it's got a little bit of the high end rolled off. But what's really nice about it is it's full and it takes distortion great. This thing sounds awesome with distortion, like, which is always been an issue with me for a S-style guitar or a Strat guitar. I've always had a problem with the way they sound with distortion. They're always too bright, too just brittle, too just nasty sounding. But yeah, it's got vintage style saddles, which I haven't had any problems with these saddles, unlike the Fender Player that I had a long time ago. The saddles sucked and I had to like buy new ones and replace them because I was getting all these weird little pings and there was like grooves in them and they just, I don't know, they weren't great. The nut is, it's not a bone nut, but I think it's like a new bone, like it's some kind of synthetic plastic nut basically, but it's secured in place and it was cut perfectly from the factory. And yeah, it's fine. The tuning pegs on the top, these tuning pegs, kind of, there's controversy behind these because I guess some people just don't like the gray. And John Mayer himself apparently supposedly picked out that gray color. And I guess the story was he was looking at his like iPhone or his computer or something, and he saw that computer gray, and he thought, oh, that'd be an interesting color for a tuning peg. So they made these tuning pegs. They're not cheap. They feel good. They're solid. They tune really well. This guitar is rock solid with tuning. You set it up, you get it, it stays in tune, no problems at all. Honestly, I got nothing bad to say about this guitar. There's nothing bad to say about it. It is essentially a Strat. I mean, it's a Strat, plain and simple. It does have a back cover. I know if you get the core version, it doesn't have a cover on the back, but this one has the cover on the back, which I don't have a problem with. Has that cool old plate right on the back there, which is the John Mayer Signature Series. It's kind of neat. I don't know. All I know... Oh, and this is rosewood. This is not Indian laurel or Pau Ferrell or whatever they use as an Indian laurel replacement. This is an actual rosewood fretboard, which is pretty damn cool. And it's a maple neck, and it's a poplar body. The cheapest thing about it is the body that's poplar. But what I do like about the poplar body is it keeps the weight down on the guitar, so this doesn't feel like a boat anchor. This is around 7 pounds, I think, just under 7 pounds. This is a very comfortable guitar to play. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about it other than this thing is awesome. If you're in the market for a Strat style guitar and you're not 100, you don't have to have a Fender, okay? Like, you're not like a Fender fanboy that has to have a Fender or whatever. Like, that's a really good option. They go retail for like $850 in the United States. Now, I'm not sure what they are in other countries, but I know it's US. I actually got that guitar for $650. It was marked as a used guitar, but the store that I went to got so many of them that they were like marking one of them down so they could kind of help sell them, because they had like 5 or 6 of them on the wall. I mean, I don't want or need for another Strat style guitar anymore. I have an awesome Strat style guitar that sounds amazing, plays amazing. I don't know. John Mayer and Paul Reed Smith did something right, because that is an amazing guitar. I can't stop saying it's an amazing guitar, because it is an amazing guitar. And if you're in the market for that style of guitar, I highly recommend to give one of these a try. Now, there have been some reports of some minor QC issues for people who have bought them online, you know, gotten them right out of the box. There have been some people have had a few issues with, like, you know, just fret problems, you know, some pokey frets and, you know, some fretwork. This might have a high fret or two. I'm not really sure. I mean, at the action that I have it set on, I don't really have a problem. If I was trying to go a little bit lower, I think you start to hear some stuff, but it could also be the result of the neck radius as well, like the 8.5 radius on the neck. The hardware is awesome. The tone pots and everything, and the switch are all good stuff. Not like cheap Chinese crap. It's all good stuff. The bridge is good. Everything on it is good hardware. You don't need to do anything to this guitar. Like, if you buy one of these new, it's good to go. Unless you're super picky and you want to change out pickups, but the pickups are designed for this guitar specifically. They're designed to get the best out of this guitar, and I think they sound great. They remind me a lot of, like, say, like John Frusciante. It's a 60 Strat. This guitar is PRS's take on a 60 Strat. That's what it is. And it sounds amazing. It sounds incredible. It looks cool. It plays great. There's not much I can say about it for the cost. So, I mean, and not even just for the money. I mean, it's a great guitar, period. Not just for the money, it's a great guitar. No, it's a great guitar. Some people aren't jiving with these. I think they're just Fender traditionalists that have issues with some of the slight changes that were made. But to be honest with you, this is a Strat through and through. No question. 100% Strat. Like, pick this thing up. The neck feels a little different than a Fender Strat. Yeah, the neck profile is a little bit different, but it's super comfortable to play, and yeah, I don't have a problem with that. So, cool. Anyway, yeah, so if you're in the market for something like this, check it out. The PRS Silver Sky SE. SE actually stands for Student Edition, but that's just it's their budget line, PRS's budget line. 850 is not a budget line in my book, but that's the way it works. So anyway, awesome. If you like this kind of content, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified if there are new videos that are off schedule or whenever I got a new video. I post a new video every single Wednesday, and yeah, I guess like the videos, because I guess that helps. YouTube likes it when you like things. It helps me, it helps YouTube, who knows. But yeah, this has been the Effects Loop. I'm Jay Byrne. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.